Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about dihybrid test class. Dihybrid test class. Dihybrid test class. Dihybrid test class. Sir, monohybrid test class we have discussed already. The monohybrid test class means crossing between two parents differ in only one character is monohybrid. Crossing between two parents differ in two characters are two pairs of contrasting characters are called dihybrid. But what is the test class here? I told you F1 hybrid cross with a recessive parent is a test class. Now I said here dihybrid test class means what, sir? F1 hybrid cross with a double recessive parent. F1 hybrid cross with a double recessive parent is called a dihybrid test class. For example, when schematic taken, parents F1 hybrid, dihybrid में F1 hybrid, capital R, capital Y, small y. Then double recessive means small r, small y. This is nothing but double recessive pair. इसका gametes, we know gametes very well. ये gametes are here, four types of gametes. Capital R, capital Y, capital R, small y, small r, capital Y, small r, small y. Four types of gametes. Here only homozygous na, so then only one type of gametes are produced. Small r, small y. This is small r, small y. So now when F2 generation, ये capital R here, when combines these two, capital R, capital Y, small y. Then second, capital R, small y. Then this third, small r, capital Y, small y. Then these two, small r, small y. So this is nothing but round yellow. This is a round yellow character. ये capital R, small r means round. ये capital Y, small y means yellow. This is nothing but round green. This is nothing but wrinkled yellow. This is nothing but wrinkled green. So what is the ratio of this one, sir? This is the phenotypes. The phenotype had been observed in dihybrid test class. Four phenotype had been observed. Round yellow, round green, wrinkled yellow, wrinkled green. So round yellow, how many there? Only one there. So round yellow one phenotype. Then round green is one. Wrinkled yellow one. Wrinkled green also one. This is nothing but phenotype ratio 1:1:1:1. Phenotype ratio. Genotype, round yellow ka genotype this one. Capital R, capital Y, small y. This is how many? One only. So genotype also. Genotype, either phenotype or genotype. Phenotype and genotype. Genotype ratio is nothing but 1:1:1:1. This is round green also 1:1. This one, capital R, small y, small y. Wrinkled yellow, small r, capital Y, small y. Wrinkled green, small r, small y. This is only 1:1. So phenotype ratio 1:1:1:1. Genotype ratio also 1:1:1:1. So this is nothing but dihybrid test class. I repeat this. When F1 hybrid cross with a double recessive parent, that is called dihybrid test class. Two characters are taken. F1 hybrid means this is capital R, capital Y, small y. Then double recessive small r, small y. By crossing of this, phenotype ratio 1:1:1:1. Genotype also 1:1:1:1. So this is nothing but phenotype and genotype ratio of dihybrid test class. We recall the ratios. Monohybrid hybrid cross F2 generation phenotype ratio 3:1. Mono hybrid cross F2 generation genotype ratio 1:2:1. Mono hybrid cross test mono hybrid test class phenotype ratio is 1:1. Mono hybrid cross test class genotype ratio is 1:1. I told you already. Incomplete dominance phenotype ratio 1:2:1. Incomplete dominance genotype ratio 1:2:1. Then codominance 1:2:1 phenotype and genotype. I told you. Dihybrid cross phenotype ratio is 9:3:3:1. Phenotype ratio of dihybrid cross F2 generation 9:3:3:1. Genotype ratio is 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. I repeat that. Dihybrid genotype ratio, dihybrid cross genotype ratio of F2 generation 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. So this is nothing but dihybrid 1:2:2:4:1:2:1:2:1. Dihybrid test class phenotype ratio is 1:1:1:1. Genotype ratio is 1:1:1:1. This is nothing but ratios now. Next concept is a single gene may produce more than one effect. A single gene may produce more than one effect. A single gene may produce more than one effect. More than one effect or more than one product. Anything, no problem. A single gene may produce more than one effect. 3 marks, very very important question. A single gene may produce more than one product or more than one effect. Briefly explains. 3 marks question. A single gene may produce more than one effect. Generally, one gene involves one character. One gene controls one character. But here, a single gene may produce more than one effect, more than one concept. Example: starch synthesis in seeds. Starch synthesis in a pea seeds. Starch synthesis in a pea seeds. This is a very very simple concept. Starch synthesis in pea seeds. Sir, how sir? A homozygous. I'll repeat here. Homozygous capital B alleles. Homozygous capital B alleles produce more starch. When produce more starch, capital B allele homozygous dominant, then it become more starch. Then it is a large grains. When maturity time, it become round seeds. Homozygous capital B alleles produce more starch, so that's why they have large grains. At maturity time, the seeds are round and large. A single gene controls large round. Two one thing, large round. Now come to one by one. Homozygous small b alleles produce less starch. Then produce small grains. At maturity time, they are wrinkled seeds. Of course, when homozygous capital B cross with the small b, in F1 generation, what should come? F1 generation, capital B, small b comes. According to this concept, law of dominance, capital B, small b is nothing but round large seeds. But here, F1 generation seeds are round and intermediate seeds. Intermediate seeds. What from this concept, what I said, A capital B is a dominant. Dominant character is a large round. A small b is a nothing but small wrinkled 6. But when crossing of homozygous capital B alleles with a small b recessive alleles, then producing F1 generation capital B small b. A capital B is a dominant on here, na? So, but need to come all are round large grain seeds. But what came here? Round and intermediate seeds are came. Not round large, round and medium size seeds are came. So, a round medium size in F1 generation due to incomplete dominance. I mean, a capital B is not completely dominant on the small b. Due to incomplete dominance, round and intermediate seeds are produced. Not only that, and pleiotropy also. One gene controls many characters. A single gene, capital B here, large round. Here, capital B is a round and intermediate seeds. Round and intermediate seeds. Single gene only controls their large round. Here, large and intermediate seeds. So, single gene controls more than one character. That's said to be pleiotropy. So, these type of F1 generation round and intermediate seeds are formed due to incomplete dominance and pleiotropy. That much of enough for this. Next, polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance. Polygenic inheritance means polygenic inheritance. Poly means many genes. Generally, single gene controls one character. Polygenic inheritance means more than two genes control only one character. More than two genes or two or more genes. More than two genes controls single character or influence single character. That's said to be polygenic inheritance. A polygenic inheritance example, human skin color. So, human skin color, polygenic inheritance. In human skin color, we can say there is a three genes are there: capital E, capital B, capital and capital C. The three genes are dominant. Here, capital A, capital B, capital C, three genes. These are dominant. These three genes are control the skin color. I mean, see here, three genes are control the skin color generally. So more than two genes are control the same character. That's why it is a polygenic inheritance. For example, homozygous dominant. Capital A, capital B, capital C, capital G. Homozygous dominant. Homozygous dominant. Then what comes skin color? Darkest skin color. Are very dark. Darkest skin color are very dark. Then here we told na capital A, capital B and capital C dominant. Here I mentioned that small a, small b, small c is a recessive genes. These are also control skin color. How, sir? Now you see small a, small b, small c is nothing but homozygous recessive. These are nothing but producing lightest skin color or very light color. So I repeat here statements. More than two genes control the single character. Polygenic inheritance or polygenic trait. Example, human skin color. Capital A, capital B and capital C is nothing but dominant. Small a, small b, small c are the recessive. Three genes are control the human skin color. That's why it is a polygenic inheritance. For example, Small capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C, capital C. Homozygous dominant, that is the darkest skin color. Small a, small b, small b, small c is a homozygous recessive, that is the lightest skin color. Some intermediate characters here, sir. I mean, different combinations are there. Capital A, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. What type of character comes? That intermediate type of character comes. I'll follow that. I'm going to give the one table in the.
This is the table, polygenic trait or polygenic inheritance. Example, human skin color. I told na just now, capital A, capital B, capital C is the dominant genes. Then these genes, capital A, capital B and capital C, three genes are control the human skin color. Now come to see capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C is nothing but darkest skin color. Small a, small b, small b, small c is the lightest skin color. Where combinations are from here, from three genes, there is a 7 phenotypes to 7 genotypes are possible. How many pigments are involved also? For example, extreme light, the genotype is capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C. Then units of pigments involved in 6. If 6 pigments are involved. Very dark, that very dark genotype is capital A, capital B, capital C. The units of involved in pigments here 5. Dark, capital A, capital B, small b, capital C. Units of pigments involved here 4. Intermediate type, capital A, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Units of pigments are 3. Light, small a, capital B, small b, capital C, small c. Then pigments are involved here 2. Very light nana, that is nothing but small a, small b, small c, capital C, small c. Only one pigment involved. Extreme light, small a, small b, small c, small c. Number of pigments involved 0. Questions, can you mention the genotype for extremely dark or darkest color? Capital A, capital B, capital C. Can you mention the extreme light or lightest skin color genotype? Small a, small b, small c. Last time CET question I was asking from this table. Then how many pigments are involved in extremely dark? 6. How many pigments involved in dark? 4. How many pigments are involved in intermediate? 3. How many pigments involved in extreme light? 0. Such type of questions are going to ask here. When two polygenes are considered in polygenic inheritance, the ratio is 1:4:6:4:1. A neat question, Sama. When three polygenes are considered, then phenotype ratio 1:15:20:15:6:1. This type of percentages also may chance to ask in NEET level.
Good morning. Mendel concepts. Greger-John Mendel conducted experiments on Physum sativa. Greger-John Mendel conducted experiments on Physum sativa pea plants. That to 1856 to 1863, 7 years experiments he had been conducted. 7 years experiments. I told you already. But whatever the experiments conducted here, and he proposed the law of inheritance concepts and different concepts that are all will be published in the year 1865 now. Published in the year 1865. So Mendel concepts and ideas and published in the year 1865. But up to 19th century, Mendel concepts are unrecognized. Mendel concepts unrecognized. Why Mendel concepts are unrecognized? There is a following reasons are there. Why Mendel concepts are unrecognized? There is no widely communication. Not wide communications are there. No widely communication. Not having the proper publications. There is no publications. So that's why publications, widely publication are there. First reason. Mendel concepts are, why Mendel concepts are unrecognized? 3 mark question. Mendel concepts are unrecognized. First question. Why? Widely not published. Widely not published. Proper communication not there. No communication. Widely not published. Proper communication not there. No proper communication. No proper communication. This is the first reason. Second reason, according to Mendel, genes is equal to factors. Genes equal to factor. That is not accepted by some biological scientists. Third reason, he was used mathematical logics. Mathematical logics. Mathematics logics are used by first type used by Gregor John Mendel. That is not understood by biological scientists. So that is also not accepted by some biological scientists. Mathematical reasons. The fourth one is there is no physical proof. Physical proof. There is no physical proof for existence of factor. There is no physical proof for existence of factors. Existence of factors. These are the 4 reasons Mendel concepts are unrecognized. Mendel concepts are unrecognized due to reasons: no proper communication, widely not published. According to Mendel, genes equal to factor not accepted by biological scientists. Then he was used mathematical logics. The mathematical logics are not understood by biological scientists. For example, ax plus by whole square formula used by Mendel. Ax plus by whole square formula. So these are formulas and mathematical concepts are not understood by biology. So it is also one of the reason Mendel concepts are unrecognized. There is no physical proof for existence of the factors. That is also one reason Mendel concepts are not recognized. Sir, when are recognized? In 19th century. However, it is published in 1865. Then Mendel concepts are recognized. But in 19th century, 3 independent scientists, Hugo de Vries is nothing but belongs to Holland scientist. Holland. Then Hugo de Vries, Korinth, Germany. Country names. Then Sharmark scientist. This is nothing but Austrian scientist. So these 3 scientists, Hugo de Vries, Korinth, Sharmark, these 3 scientists rediscovered the Mendel concepts in the year 1900. Then rediscovered the Mendel concepts independently in 1900. Then they thought, these concepts already discovered by Mendel. Then Mendel concepts are recognized. See here, Mendel conducted experiments on pea plants from 1856 to 1863. However, then he published his ideas and thoughts in 1865. However, the Mendel concepts are unrecognized up to this year because of the reason widely not publication, no proper communication, genes equal to factor not accepted by biology scientists, mathematical concepts also not accepted, there is no physical proof for existence of the factor, no physical proof for existence of factors. These are the reasons Mendel concepts are unrecognized. Later 1900, Hugo de Vries, Karl Korinth, Sharmark, 3 scientists independently rediscovered the Mendel concepts. That's why later, that time, Mendel concepts are recognized.